Hi, how you doing? It's Jeff back again with some more Judas Priest this time, and of course we're looking at Firepower from the Firepower album. This really is a nice powerful riff to learn. It's got a lot going on there and I know you're going to really enjoy getting into this. Now, as per usual, I am going to be breaking it down bit by bit, and also you will have the tablature available so you can follow it through section by section. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, hi, how you doing? Really is good to see you. If you are a Priest fan, Maiden, Saxon, then really this is the channel for you. Adding new tracks every single week. So why don't you do yourself a huge favour and help me out at the same time. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell. That way you're going to be notified whenever I am posting any new lessons to the channel. Anyway, I know time for me to get on and shut up and let's get into this lesson. So let me show you how to play Firepower. So don't go away.
Preview.
Right, before we get started, I just wanted to talk about the tuning on this. Now, the original recording was tuned down to E flat, so it's tuned down a half tone, so it's E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. And the song is played across F sharp. Now, I've seen a lot of recordings where they've actually tuned down so you can use your open string, which is fine, you can do that. But actually on the original recording, it was down onto that half tone, but the riff is played over the F sharp. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just play through that main opening riff, and then of course I'll break it down for you. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to start off with the double stop on the 5th fret on the D and G. Then we've got 2 chugs on that 2nd fret on the low E. Then we're going to go down to the 4th fret, play that, and then 2 chugs. Then we've got double stop on the 2-2 on the D and G, 2 chugs. Then we've got a double stop on the 4 on the A and the D. Then we've got another 2 chugs. Then we've got this series, which is 2 more chugs, and then we do open, 2 more chugs. Then we go back, and then we hold on the 2. So far we've got this. And we're going to pause on that double stop, and then we're going to go back to an F sharp 5 chord. And we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we repeat. And from there we've got this sequence. What I'm playing there is an A5, and I'm going to do these 3 times. To a B5, to a C5, back to a B5. Then we've got open string on the E, on the A. Back to the F sharp, and then we're going to play the 4th fret, which is another F sharp, on the D string. So we get. And then we're back to. repeat that through the whole sequence that we've played. So we got that riff twice, followed by that. And from there, we are into the main verse section, which goes like this. So we start off on an F sharp 5 chord, and we're going to play a chord, 2 chugs, and we're going to play that chord in 2 chugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to move down to a D5 chord and play that twice, up to an E5 playing the same thing. But this time when we move down, we are going to be playing, so we go in this 4 on the A string, and we're holding our finger, our little finger, whatever finger, I have to use the little finger as the reach, is on the 7. So we're coming in behind that D5 chord. So far we've got this. Then we pick up on the D5, down to a B flat, to a B5, then up to a C sharp 5. Then we're going to move up to the F sharp position. We'll be coming in from the 8 and holding down that 11, so we get this. So we start all over again. So again, I'll just walk you through that. And then repeats the whole sequence all over again. Once we've played that through for the second time, then we're back into that part, because that goes through the chorus section. Come out the chorus section, we have got another verse. Right, let's look at the harmony section. I'm going to break it down piece by piece, and then we can see how it all works and fits together. So let's just look at the opening bar, which goes like this. So what I'm playing there, I'm on the 11th fret on the G string. So I'm playing 11, crossing over to the 10 on the B, to the 9 on the B, back to the 11, then I do a 10 on the B, and then I've got this 9, 10, 9 hammer on pull off, back to the 11 on the G, to the 10. So we get. Next part, we're going to pick up the 12 with a little finger on the D string and cross over then to the B, 10, 9. Then across to the 11 on the G and then the 10, 9. And then back to the 11 to the 9. So we get. Next one, we start off on the 9 on the G, and then we're going to play off from that the 12, 10, 9 on the B, back to the 10, then we got that 9, 10, 9 again, to the 11 on the G, to the 9 on the B. So far we've got this. Final part, we got this. What I'm doing is 12 on the high E, to 10 on the E, then I've got 9, 10, 9, which is a pull off, hammer on, pull off, to the 12 on the B, and then I've got, which which is 10, 10, 12, 10, pull off to the 11 on the G string. Next part. So what I'm doing now, I'm starting on the 12 on the D, to the 11 to the 9 on the G, back to the 12, then the 11, 9 on the G again, and then 12, 11. So again. Next part, starting on the 9 on the D, back to the 12 and then the 11 and then back to the 9. Then moving across to the 12 on the A, so again. Then I've got 11 on the A, cross over to the 9 on the D string, and then 12, 11 on the A, back to the 9 on the D, and 12, 11 on the A, and then finishing on the A. So all of that section. So the next part goes like this. We're picking up from the 8, and when it goes. So from that 8 there, we go across to the 11 on the D, the 8 on the G, to the 10. From there we go back and we start playing a similar motif to what we was playing before. So we get this. So all I'm doing there, I'm just starting on that 11 on the G, and I'm doing a 10, 9. Back to the 11. Repeating that 10, 9, and then I do 11 to the 9 on the 11 on the G, to the 9 on the B. So we go. And we repeat. Next part, similar to what we played before. Only difference is this time we're going to go to the 10, so we're doing that 9 on the G, 12, 10, 9 on the B, back to the 10, then I've got that 9, 10, 9, which is that hammer on pull off, but then I'm going to the 10 on the G. Final part. When I'm doing that, I'm just playing an arpeggio, which is a C sharp major arpeggio. So I'm doing 11 on the D, then going to 10 on the G, and then I've got 9 and 9 on the B and the E, and then I come back with my little finger on to the 12 on the B, and then I do a pull off and hammer on back. So I'm pulling off to 10, hammer on back onto the 11, onto the 12, back to the 10, pulling off to the 9. So I get, finishing up on the 11 on the G. So that part is. It finishes off with this phrase. Now it's starting from that 11 that we just played when we came out of that. So this 11 is now part of the next phrase, really. So what we're doing there, I'm doing it all on the G string. We're doing 11 to the 9 to the 7, back to the 11 to the 9 to the 7 to the 6. Then we finish it off with a full tone bend on 12th fret on the B string. So just so you can see that in context. Right, let's look at the bridge section. Okay, what I'm doing there, I'm starting off on a C5 power chord on the A strings, and I'm playing that 3 times. So I'm doing this down, up, down motion. Then I'm going across to an F sharp 5 down on the E string. And I move across to an A5, game 3 on that. Then I've got this where I go back to the F sharp. Then I'm playing an open back to the F sharp. So we get and we just keep repeating that. Now we're going to keep repeating that riff as we go into the main solo section. Let's quickly look at the chord sequence that's being played by the guitar solo. It goes like this. When I'm just doing that, I'm just pedaling on the 4th fret of the low A string. Then I'm doing 7/7 on the D and G. Back for 1 pedal on that 4th fret, then to 6/6, then back to the pedal, and then the 4, then be back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is played all of the way through the guitar solo. Now let's look at the riff coming into the next bridge section, which goes like this. While I'm playing that, I'm doing a double stop on the 7th fret on the D and the G. Then go into 6 on the A and the D. Then I got 2 chugs. And then I'm playing 4 on the D and G. Back to that 6 on the A and D, and then 2 chugs. So we get this. And then I've got, I'm just going to play a 4 to a 6. And then 2 more chugs. So the whole thing. Then repeat. Then we exit the bridge like this. So what I'm doing there, I'm starting on the 7th fret on the D and G, I play that. Then I've got 2 chugs on the on the G sharp, so on 4th fret. Then double stop on the 6s, D and G, 2 chugs. And then 4 and 4, where your finger is, play that. And then I've got 1 chug. And then I'm moving across to the A and D string, I'm playing 6/6, 2 chugs, 4/4 on the A and D, 2 chugs. And then I'm doing 7 and 7 on the A and D. And then 1 chug. And then 6 on the A and D again, 2 chugs, 4/4, 2 chugs, 7, then 1 chug, and then I've got 6, 2 chugs, and then I'm doing an E5, F sharp to the G. So that part. Now from there, we are going back into the verse section, but we bring it back in doing that. So we go back into that section again. And then we are back into the verses. Now, there is a slight change on this verse, so I just want to play it through where the difference is. So we're going to start off with the usual. So, all we're doing when we go down to that 2, down here we're on the B, what we're going to do, we start off on C5 and we're just going in 1, 2, 3. So I'm doing, just moving up from the C5. So I'm doing a 4, 6, 6, moving up 1 fret, moving up. So we play that as like single arpeggio. And then we just play through the chords. Then we go into the final stretch of the song, and there is a slight difference on the way we're playing the chorus before we go into the standard normal progression. So let's just check this one out. I'll just play it through and then I will break it down. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm starting off on a C and I'm going down to a B, to an A, F sharp, doing an open to an F sharp, and then 2 chokes, so again. Then I go back, and then on the F sharp I've got this back. And then we're doing our usual. And from there we go back to our normal. And we keep playing that till the end of the song. At this point we have covered all of the song. We've gone through every single of the stages, and with the addition of the tablature that I'll be sending you through, you'll be able to follow it piece by piece and build up all of the different riffs for this great song by Judas Priest. Well, I do hope you're going to enjoy learning how to play Firepower. It's a fun song and I really enjoy putting this together for you and just going through all of these riffs. Really is a fun one to get into and it's got a real nice drive to it. However, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you go for this week. So until the next time, this is Jeff Sinker. I'm wishing you well. Take care. Speak to you again. Goodbye.